Okay, let's get started. So this will be what I'll do is I'll like record it, and then, or what I'll do is I'll download this tomorrow, and then I'll take this section of the show and I'll put that as a show so you can watch it tomorrow as well. But let's get started. So the first book we have is Strange Academy number 16. This is the Stegman variant. $3.99 was the cover price. This is usually these are done by Arthur Adams, but this was done by Stegman. So this is a Stegman variant. Character on the cover is Eva Quintero. Currently, this book is selling for $14. Yesterday, we've been talking about this book because I had a copy of it a couple of days ago, and it was a $9 to $12 book. This book is stuck at $14 now. This is a $14 book as of today. Great book if you can grab it. $3.99 on your shelf. It's the variant cover for Strange Academy number 16. Solid $14 book right now. Moving on to number 2, we have Venom number 5. This is the Gwen variant. This is the Dodderman. The X-Gwen variant cover price was $3.99. So there are a lot of different variants on these books. All the Marvel books have variants to them. Even the first book, we won't even do the first book, but because I don't know if the first one has this variant to it. But all the Marvel books have it this week coming out. This book, the variant is X-Gwen, the UPC code. So if it has the UPC code, it's selling for up to $9 on eBay. Without this UPC code, it's selling for the cover price of about $3.99, $4.99. There's a UPC code variant. There's a UPC code, and then there's one that has no UPC code. It's the only difference on the book. This one is selling for more. It'll be interesting that most of the books that I have are selling for more. This is an interesting one. Next one we have is Hulk number 3, the second print. Cover price on this one is $3.99. This is trending upward to $7.99 to $10.99. Again, we have a variant on this book. This one was weird. I thought they were doing this so that people wouldn't copy the UPC code for some reason. But no. There is a variant on this book on the UPC code where you have a UPC code and then it's just grayed out. It's been completely grayed out. So you'll see this instead of the UPC, it's just gray, like almost like a scratch ticket would look. And at first I was like, okay, are they doing that because they don't want people to copy down the UPC code, or is this a variant on the book? And I'm looking at every other book on eBay, and on no other book do they do this. So it is a variant on this book. You can either get the UPC code or it's a gray block. This one sells for more. It's trying to get $7.99 to $10.99. Next, we have one that's not one of the books, really, not one of these bigger books, but it's Rick and Morty's Corporate Assets. Cover price on this was $3.99. This is Corporate Assets number 4. Thing about Rick and Morty now is I'm buying it whenever I see it. This is the second print. Yes, I'm sorry. Going back to Hulk number 3. This is the second print, and yeah, that was the only thing. I just want to think one more second. It almost looked like there were variants. Almost looked like there were ones that had darker Hulks on it, but I don't think that was it. I think it's just that there was a block there. And again, it is the second print. Thank you for pointing that out, Peter Porker. Rick and Morty is just, I'm buying it now. I don't care what it is, what series it is, what number it is. They're doing Rick and Morty now. Like, I think the show has slipped, and I think the comic book has picked up where the show slipped. So the comic book used to just be ridiculous. Like, it wasn't even ridiculous. It wasn't good. But now the comic book looks like this. Which really looks way more like a good episode of Rick and Morty than you're seeing in Rick and Morty. and than you used to see in the comic book. So Rick and Morty corporate assets, $3.99, not doing much of anything. There's a variant on this. There's a variant on this book with Summer on the cover. But I just buy Rick and Morty whenever I find it, and I find that I don't have any, so people do purchase it. Next, we have this was a request. So when I went to the store, I picked up these books for a specific customer what's going on, Patrick Murphy, who requested the title. Now, if anybody else wants to do this, I want to get more, I'm going to be using the local store a lot more. So if you guys have requests from me, I'll show you what I picked up for this person. Just request it and I'll see what I can do for you. It's going to be at a little bit of premium. I can't sell them, directly at what I'm buying them for. But I can pick up what I can for you, what he's got at the store. So this person requested Harley Quinn. And Derek Chu does some really nice covers for Harley Quinn. And then I found an Adam Hughes as well. So Carolina Chris, 26. What is going on, brother? We're in the company of one of the hardest working man on YouTube. Carolina Chris, 26, man. Sub him up, and you will constantly doing stuff. He is the hardest working man on YouTube right now. Derek Chu, Harley Quinn number 7. Derek Chu does the variants on this. So you got the Harley Quinn number 7 and the Harley Quinn number 12. That one I like a lot. And that's 12, right? Yeah. So I picked up those two of all the ones that were available. 1, 2, and 3 of the new series are available. I'll probably go back and pick those up. But the Derek Chu's, especially that one, really jumped out at me. That's gorgeous. And then this one, the classic, and that's a new character, I believe, in the chair there. But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. I'm not a huge Harley Quinn person. And then this I found, which I like a lot. It's Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica, number 1, DC, Archie Comics. And this is the AH Adam Hughes cover. And you can tell by the art, it does those nice thick black lines around all the characters, so they really pop off the page. But then his signature AH right there. Big Adam Hughes fans out there. They will want anything they can get their hands on. Value-wise on these comics, the number 7 variant, the Derek Chu, came in at $4.99 and is still just sitting there. These books are not going through the roof. The number 12, the Derek Chu, $4.99 again. This one just came out, so it's not even really. I think this one just came out because I didn't see any listings on eBay for it. And then the Adam Hughes, which I know I can, I could get a couple of dollars out of this because I know some Adam Hughes fans. But honestly, on eBay, it's not really moving. Its cover price was $3.99, and it's about at like $4.99. But those are pickups for, folks who like a specific title. I go to that. I have the one store literally 300 yards away from me, and I'll go and pick up what I can for you. So those are the books that I got for the Harley Quinn fan. Moving on, we have the Moon Knight. Number 8 is the variant edition. This is the Gwen. This is the X-Gwen. Moon Knight number 8 Gwen cover. Again, so there's a variant on this one as well. This one is trending up at $7.99. But again, you have to have the right one. And this one, again, no UPC or UPC. There's a variant on this that has no UPC, and then a variant that has the UPC. Look at eBay. I went and checked out on eBay, and I was seeing that the one with the UPC was trending upward at $7.99. Doesn't make any sense, because if you take the barcode off this book, it gets more to be a virgin, closer to a virgin variant, or closer to a minimal trade. But it must be a lower print run, because this one's trending up at $7.99. $3.99 to $7.99. So I'm not saying it's pegged at $7.99. I'm saying it's trending upward. This one he just happened to have on the shelf. There's another one available on the shelf, and it's Hulk #1, the Momoko variant. This one has a variant as well, and it's the logo. So there is a logo. I'm trying to think what it looks like. It might just be white. There's a green and white, and I think there's one that's just white. And the one that's green and white must be a lower print run, because that one is trending up a little harder. But this one is not really moving. This one is about this is a $4.99 cover price, and oh, I'm sorry, is at $8.99. Is actually at about $8.99. For our logo cover though, but for this logo, for the other one, it's not moving. This one does have some sales at $8.99. Moving on to Devil's Reign #1, the Momoko variant. $5.99 was the cover price on this one. There are 3 variants on this one. There's of course, the Virgin variant, which sells for $189. There's this logo, and then there's this kind of like arrow, a red arrow that points down at the character, and it says Devil's Reign in the arrow. This must be the lower print run of the books between the 2 trades. It is trending upwards. This one is currently trending up to $11.99 on this book. Now, I'm not crazy about the story that's going on here, because they literally are just killing all the characters in, or at least that's how it was advertised in this specific series. So, not crazy about the book, but it was trending up to $11.99. Again, the Virgin variant is $8.99. So I do see that, I'm sorry, the Virgin variant's at $189. Trending from $9 to $11.99 at Devil's Reign #1, the Momoko variant. Star Wars Crimson Reign #1, cover price $4.99. There are a ton of variants for this book, as we all know. This is the A cover. It is trending up, but you can find copies of it at $4.99. This one, there are copies of this one at $4.99. I did see some at $7.99. There is a black and white cover of this that's pretty much at $4.89. So it's, it's pretty much at that. It's not moving. It hasn't gone up. The Torini cover is doing the best on this one, and that's that cover just with Darth Vader's face on the cover. But there's a ton of variants on this book. Looks to be a big series, but the A cover is not really doing anything specifically right now. They also had, when I was doing my report the other week, I was over at one of the comic books that we do online here, and they had all the black Chrysanthemum covers listed, and they were all doing very well, $25, $35, $50. So I went through all the Star Wars covers, and I did find Star Wars #20, the black Chrysanthemum cover. And this one, Star Wars #20 black Chrysanthemum cover, $24, 9.8 sells for $153. And that's actually a Mike Mayhew cover. And I don't know if that's, I'm not sure who that is. Kind of looks like Obi-Wan, but I don't know. Moving on, we have Wolverine #1. This is a variant that I picked up because I hadn't seen it before. This is the Ed McGuinness. $5.99 was the cover price on this. I was seeing sales at 6 and sales at 8. Really just bought it because it's unique to me. I looked at all the covers for this book and I did not see this McGinnis. He happened to have one of them, so I grabbed it today. Again, $5.99 on this cover. We're sales at 6 and 8. Good looking. Two books I've just been planning on grabbing. He's had these for a while. And this will end what he has on the shelf for these. They're not specifically doing great. Nice book though, definitely. They're the first prints of Dark Knight Death Metal number 3 and number 5. But I just know that I have people who will want these books, so I got them. I specifically got them for somebody. Again, if you're looking for something, Firehawk, what's going on, brother? If you're looking for something specific, feel free to ask, and I can grab it up at the store. I'm gonna lean on the store a little bit because nobody else is. That place is. I feel like I'm the only customer there. So 3 and 5, Dark Knight Death Metal. Again, these were cover price at $4.99 a piece. Foil covers 9.8. You can get these for $35 and 9.8s, but great books. Next is a cool one. And his store is, so he has a wall. The store is a freaking mess. Like it's an accident waiting to happen. There's short boxes everywhere. I trip every time I'm in that store. You're stepping on like packing material. Things are popping. It's a mess. It's like if my upstairs here was a store. Because he is being flooded with people selling all their collectibles right now. And he's selling them all online and he's doing really well, but he has no room for all this shit. So it's just everywhere. He's got a wall of all his new comics and then the stuff that everybody else brings in that he can't even get to, like he can't even get to it. So I don't even want I don't want to go through the boxes because I'm like, he hasn't had an opportunity to go through those. And I go very light on his back issues because I know he's going to charge me for them. And I don't want to take them all, but every so often we find one of these, and this is a reprint, but this is Tales from the Crypt, The Haunt of Fear, number 3. This is a 1992 reprint. There's only 3 currently for sale on eBay, and the highest one was 50, 12, and 24. Somebody said, rare reprint, but who the hell knows? But anytime I can get my hands on these books, I do. They always sell. Beautiful condition on this. Again, Tales of the Crypt, The Haunts of Fear from 1992. Only 3 examples on eBay currently selling for 12, 24, and somebody's asking for 50. But great book. Next we have Timeless number 1. This is the A cover. Now, he's got a stack of these, and I'm just gonna keep buying them until they're gone. It's the only thing about this book is it is a $5.99 cover price, so you're paying $6 for the book, and I didn't get a discount today. I don't know when I get a discount, when I don't get a discount. Sometimes it gives me a free, but I have no idea how the frick it works. I don't even ask. You're paying $6 for this book. It is trending at $10. It's $10 for the A cover. Like the whole Timeless, any Timeless number 1 is doing well because they've all gone into second prints, and then the one with Miss Minutes on it, that's almost a separate book. The Timeless number 1, the A variant, is trending at $10 right now. It's a $5.99 book, so it's not. I hate $5.99 books. I don't like the $6 investment because you're like, "Ooh, this book's worth $10," and you're like, "Yeah, but I paid $6 for it." So, next, and actually, let me just check one thing. The A cover. No, okay. So next we're on to Strange number 1. I picked up another copy of Strange number 1. He only had 2 of the art germs. I grabbed them both. This is the art germ variant. This character will be in the this character. Somebody broke this down, gave me the character's name, and said they are going to be in the Multiverse of Madness and could be critical in. No, what they said with this character is going to be critical in bringing Doctor Strange back to life. This character. I don't know the character's name. The first appearance in this book is Harvest Man. I don't believe this is Harvest Man. This person is Clea. Thank you. And Clea brings Doctor Strange back to life, I think, is what I heard. And Doctor Strange's wife. I did not know that. Okay. So I'm going to stop talking because I don't know what's going on with the I just know what I've heard and what James Wiley is telling us right now. Yes, Clea is his wife. That's for Pete's sake. I just don't want to talk on a spec that I don't know anything about. But first appearance of Harvest Man, every copy. Christina Payne, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And James, if I didn't say hi, James, good to see you, brother. You did have book ships this week, James. Firehawk just had something shipped that should have shipped a while ago. Pretty much every cover on this book is going to have this character Clea on the cover. Almost positive every cover does. So as far as her, you're going to have to, it's going to be, the biggest one is going to be probably the Virgin variant on this book, which I believe is the 1 in 200 or the 1 in 100. But let us move on. Big book. It is a $4.99 cover price. I don't know if I looked this one up. I may have skipped looking this one up, or it may not. No, I don't believe I looked it up. I think I might have missed that one. We can go back afterwards and check it. Next one is Ghost Rider #1. This is the Gwen variant. $5.99 cover price. I hate the $5.99 cover price, but it's worth it. This is a big book, and is really. I had the Scotty Young, and I read the Scotty Young. Epic lead-up story to our Ghost Rider, Avengers Forever #3. Did I ship that one? I have to see if it's not there. I think you're asking me if I shipped that one. I'm not sure. I'll check. But this is Ghost Rider #1, the Gwen variant. Big book, huge story. You only get Ghost Rider on the last page of this. There's like body horror. There's like a lot of references to the, basically the origin of the story, him going to hell. Again, variant on this one, the logo. There are 2 logos on this. This one is trending between Ghost Rider the Gwen variant. $5.99 cover price, big book, body horror, big story. Ghost Rider up to 15 with the logo, 8, 10, and 15. So there are examples of eBay of this book selling for 8, 10, and 15 for this specific logo. There's 2 different logos. On every Marvel book this week and last week, there were variants on the logos. No, it just came out. Avengers Forever #3. I will grab it. Let me write that down. So this is the Gwen variant. I know we have, it's Ghost Rider #1. It's going to be a big series. I'm glad I grabbed that one. Again, 8, 10, and 15 were examples on eBay of that selling. Next, we have Miles Morales #35. This is cover price of $3.99. Currently trending at $6.99. This is the Assessor and Quantum, and is the first cover appearance of Quantum. Multiple variants on this one. So there are tons of variants on this book. There's a Mike Mayhew on this book. There's like a hip hop variant on this book. I think there's 2 hip hop variants on this book. Just picked up the Momoko of the Ghost Rider. Oh, that one's nice. The Stegman, the wraparound Stegman cover appears to be the one that's selling out the most. I saw this book on Instagram, and somebody was thanking somebody for telling them to get it because of the first cover appearance on here. Trending at $6.99. I didn't see anything. I didn't check to see. No, there aren't any variants on this book that I'm aware of, like barcodes or anything like that. Mike Mayhew. Next, we have ASM number 90, the variant edition. Different logos on this one as well. We have examples at $9.78 and as much as $15.99. This is okay. So the variant. There is a cover of this book that is not the variant. It's just I don't know if it's the A cover with the same cover, but it doesn't say variant edition up here, and the logo is different. This one must be a lower print run and is selling. There were examples of it selling on eBay for, or request, selling for, not sold for, but selling for $9.79 and $15.99. Anything with the Goblin Queen on it is doing very, very well. Actually, people are now selling that whole 88, 89, 90 run. Next, we have Hulk number 2. This is the second print. This is, I wrote down the first appearance, but then I didn't. I got it, but I looked it up and then I didn't write it down. $3.99 is the cover price on this one. This one just went into a second print. First print is selling $7.99 to $14.99 on this one. This series is doing incredible. Is it number 3, the first print? Number 3, the first print is a book that he didn't have it on the shelf when I went in there, but that is a book that you would want to look for. That is the books that I got today. Again, literally the store is about 300 yards away from me. So, and it doesn't have a lot of foot traffic. So if you do have requests on books that any Star Wars High Republic, let me start a list.